The Boys' Bathroom, written by T.R. Patrick. The greasy stench of urine, a slick film reeks beneath my feet. The boys' bathroom, it was a place I could relate to. It's where waste is flushed away, sent off to some distant place, left to be forgotten. Finishing my business, I dreaded the thought of going back to class. In my loneliness, there was peace. A calm no one would think possible of me. Outside of those graffiti-written walls, I became a completely different person. A person I hated. Neglecting to wash my hands, I stepped toward the door. Kyle walked through the threshold, alone in his thoughts, until he noticed me. His eyes lit up like a full moon, fear showing on his face. The creature I became around others craved fear. The power their fear gave me was exhilarating. It made me feel as if I was worth something. His only crime was walking into the wrong bathroom at the wrong time. But that's the thing, isn't it? He was at the right place at the right time, doing exactly what he was supposed to do. I was the one who was doing something wrong. Thwop! His body slammed into the wall. I could feel his entire being shudder beneath my fists, curled around his jacket. The material was thin, strong, and felt like cashmere. It was probably something his parents got him from a back-to-school sale. Must be nice, having parents who cared enough to be around. Maybe that's why I tormented him. It gave me the respect I was looking for, something Kyle's parents offered without hesitation. Hot air escaped his lips. A harsh grunt caught in his throat. An enticing odor wafted past my nose. Processed sugar, with a hint of cinnamon, permeated the air. Apple Jacks. The smell alone satiated my hunger more than the piece of bread I had earlier that morning. Kyle probably had no idea what an empty pantry looked like. With a simple twist of my arm, I tossed the kid toward the urinals. His feet slipped on the thin liquid coating the floor. Nothing makes for slippery tile like urine mixed with pine sol. His back slid across the surface. Guess that new jacket of his was ruined. Kids like him would buy a new pair of shoes if a lace touched the bathroom floor. But these were luxuries I'd never have. Seeing Kyle suffer for a brief moment provided a sense of comfort. This little harassment, it was nothing compared to what I had to go through. It was nothing compared to the pain I felt daily. Dumbass! The word flew out of my mouth by instinct. Kids like Kyle learned these words from freaks like me. Where did I learn them? My dad, when I was only 2. Now I consider it a term of endearment. My father used it so often it might as well be my name. Kyle could take the word once or twice a week, just like the rest of the kids I tormented. But there was something about Kyle and the way he looked at me. His surprise had been extinguished by the ride across the ceramic tile, only to be replaced with spite. Normally, I would have left him right then and there, prone on the bathroom floor. But his eyes were like my father's. He had the same look when he beats my mother. There would be nothing more gratifying than to wipe the look right off my dad's face. But Kyle would have to do. I gave him a hard kick to the stomach. His body slid out from under my foot as he gasped in agony. His face contorted with a fine mixture of pain, hate, and fear. There was a dash of something else hidden beneath his expression, but I didn't take the time to figure it out. Instead, I left him to rot on the bathroom floor. For once, he would know how it felt to be nothing. My boisterous laugh broke the silence as I turned to leave. I ruined Kyle's self-esteem to put a bandage over the bleeding mess of my own. At first, the laugh seemed to echo from off those colorful walls. Then a realization washed over me. I wasn't the only one laughing. Daring to turn around, fear took hold of me. Blood drained from my face, leaving me stunned. I didn't hear the bark of his gun, the chosen tool of Kyle's vengeance. My weight became too much for my legs, knees buckling. The cool touch of the bathroom floor grazed my cheek. Its familiar stench welcomed me. Sprawled across the tile, I found comfort. The monster I'd become was no more. There was no need to face the other students again. No need to watch my dad beat my mother. No need to feel the pain and suffering of the cruel world I knew. No need to bring the same suffering to others. I felt the crimson warmth of my blood pooling around my face. What have I done? Kyle wasn't supposed to be like this. His suffering was only designed to be temporary. It was only supposed to help me get by. Instead, I had turned him into something I hated, something I despised. All this time, I held nothing but envy for him. Now he was something like me. The greasy stench of urine, a slick film, reeks beneath me. The boys' bathroom, a place which I could relate. It's where waste is flushed away, sent off to some distant place left to be forgotten. Fitting my life would end in such a place, as I would amount to nothing more than waste.